Oh, wow. Hello, house guests, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay. Gay, I am just drinking some cranberry lemonade today in my fabulous new tumbler that I've been using all week. I love it. I love it. But if I was using anything else, obviously it would be a cup mug. Hello, obviously. Make sure to go check out lanagcreations.etsy.com to get all of your cup merch, including but not limited to the cup mug. And we do ship both domestically and internationally, so there are no excuses. We're looking at you, world. Well, I'm looking at you, world. And as per has been the usual on Fridays here on the Cup TV, I'm here by myself. We're holding down the fort today. We're here talking to all things Double Eviction night on Big Brother. And it was kind of worst case scenario, honestly. I'm gonna talk all about everything that happened in the double. Not much is happening on feeds, but I'm still here. We're going to run through it real quickly. But first, make sure to subscribe because we're still going to be here 3 times a week talking about Big Brother for the next 2 weeks. Ow. And this is Lana, the resident evil diva, here to give the tea spilled tea. Give the tea spilled... Oh, you said give the tea twice, Lana, but that's okay. But she loves her tea per. She is at work. Which is why Lana's not here with us today. But I'm holding it down for us all. Let's talk Double Eviction on Big Brother. Obviously, as we know, going into the Double Eviction, America and Blue were on the block. One of them was going to be evicted. And it seems like, because from what we saw on feeds, from what we saw on the feeds, on the good old live feeds, when feeds went down yesterday, it seemed like no one had told Blue yet that she was being blindsided. Because obviously the target was Blue. Everybody knew that Blue was the target. And she had been completely in the dark. She had no clue that she was the target up until probably Thursday afternoon. So it seems like at some point they did let her know that she was going to be evicted because America was in her athletic gear and Blue was in her fabulous dress. She looked great. Loved it. Blue looked gorgina. But she didn't seem shocked at all. She wasn't blindsided. And some things happened, some fluff things happened that genuinely don't matter for this game whatsoever. We got to the first eviction of the evening, and Blue is evicted unanimously, despite there being a push earlier in the week by Sari, who was then saying it was mostly a push by Felicia to split the vote and force Jag to break the tie and get more blood on his hands. But they did not do that. Everybody evicted Blue. And Blue was evicted unanimously. Shocker. Literally, boo-hoo, no blindside. Like, it would have at least been entertaining. I would have liked to see it. But, and quite honestly, Blue's eviction interview with Julie was one of the worst. I'm going to be honest. It was so bad, y'all. She just... It was catchphrase after catchphrase after catchphrase. And I like the catchphrases, but it got to be just too fucking much, girl. But, you know, she's headed to jury. Someone else is also headed to jury. And let's talk about who that is. So, we get our HOH comp. It is a cute little memory comp, booth comp, A, B, and C answers. I think it was, what was it? Like movie posters? I think so. Something like that. Yeah, movie posters. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But that's what happened. Sari was leading for the first part of the HOH comp, and I was like, yes, Sari, period, yes, Sari. And then she just started getting answers wrong, and I honestly think I don't think she threw it, y'all. I really just think she blew it. No pun intended, because blue is already gone. I really think she just, and I was so disappointed, because then we get a tiebreaker. It comes down to Bowie Jane and Matt, and I'm just like, God, okay. Here we go again. Chapter 2, turn another page. And this time, thankfully, Bowie Jane put more than 27 for the tiebreaker, and she did end up winning HOH. And I'm just like, in what universe does Bowie Jane win arguably the 2 most important HOHs of the season? I'm just like, what is happening here on this fine day? But Bowie Jane is our HOH. We get a little bit of talk. Everyone already kind of knows the situation that's going to happen. Bowie nominates America and Felicia. Shocker. I'm truly, genuinely, and honestly shocked that Bowie Jane would put up America and Felicia. Gasp. Frustrating. But then everybody's playing the veto. And it's Clown Shoe again. With a twist. I mean, there's this like ladder ramp situation you have to go up. And then you go down, you run into your pit, you find all of your colored balls, and then you have to drop them into the thing. It's very BB20 redemption competition. When all of Faute was there, and they were all like, ah, damn, y'all, we fucked up. It was that kind of tea. But yeah, this comp really, people were getting balls left and right, but they just couldn't land them in the chute. That's what the issue was. They just couldn't get it in the actual chute that you had to drop it into. It looked like probably like 2 or 3 feet of a drop, whatever. But there was only one person who truly, genuinely did well in this competition, and that was Matt. So Matt won his second POV. And we go back inside. America is literally throwing every single thing she possibly can at Matt to convince him to use the veto, saying that Bowie and Sari have a thing, saying that, that she'll owe him, she'll owe Jag, but it did not work. Matt decided not to use the power of veto, meaning that American Felicia stayed on the block, and to nobody's surprise whatsoever, America was evicted by a vote of 3-0. And I have to say, I was upset. I got really upset watching the double and watching America go, because you could tell she was just emotional. You could see right then and there, and we've seen it all season, just how much playing Big Brother meant to her. And in that moment, just becoming emotional, like, this is how my Big Brother journey ends. I felt for her. I really did. I really like America. I think she did play a really great game. I hope that if they do a redemption season in the future, I hope they do consider America, because I think her and Heisem for me, and Izzy, those would be the 3 that I would say from this cast specifically, I would love to see back on some sort of like redemption situation. Maybe we'll see America on the Challenge USA. I would love to see that personally. But that is the end of America's stint in the house. And what honestly kind of annoyed me a little bit more, y'all, is just that as the door closed and everyone else was like, oh my God, celebration, oh my God, freaking out. And I was like, y'all couldn't even y'all couldn't even give her the respect of like taking a second before you start celebrating. Like, honestly, it felt really tacky. And the only person that wasn't doing it was Sari, and I was like, that tracks. But I just thought the whole thing was so tacky. Like, it frustrated me. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is at this point. But that's the double. If you didn't watch the double, guess what? You know everything that happened. It was one of the most boring doubles. I never get my way with doubles. I'm always frustrated when it comes to double evictions. I never end up with the outcome that I would like to see, but such is this season of Big Brother. And I've got a couple of live feed things to update y'all on. So if you do not want any live feed spoilers, thank you so much for joining. We will be back same times, same place, Monday at 6, Wednesday at 3, Friday at 6 next week. I think that's going to be our last week of doing things on that schedule because we will be in finale week. Thank God. I am so ready for this season to be over. We have 13 more days after today, and I'm thrilled. I'm so ready for this season to be over. So let's talk live feed spoilers. Feeds did come back last night at around... When did they come back? Let's take a look. I believe they came back around 10:30. Big Brother time, I believe. Yeah, about 10:30 Big Brother time. And we find out that Matt is our new head of household. From what we understand, it was the knockout comp. I don't know exactly what kind of knockout comp it was, but it does sound like it was the knockout comp, and it sounds like Matt and Sari teamed up against Jag and Felicia in this competition, and then Matt won outright. So good for Matt. I'm happy for Matt. Am I happy for Matt? No, not really, because we'll talk about his plans here in a second. But they get back onto feeds last night. It's a lot. Last night and today is a lot of Bowie, Matt, and Jag talking about the game. Bowie was saying we never went back on our word. Yes, you did many fucking times, but whatever. She's basically come to the realization that she will get absolutely no jury votes. And all she wants to do is make it to final 3. And I think that's incredibly pathetic. Honestly. Like, I'm just so frustrated, especially because we've had superfans walk out the door. Like, so many superfans that would have dreamt and, like, done anything they could have to be in Bowie's position. And now she's just like, I'll make it to 3. And honestly, same for Felicia. She's just like, I want to make it to 4. And I'm like, girl, really? Like, I'm so frustrated with that. Everyone's been talking about the veto comp, all of that kind of stuff. But we got her HOH basket last night. Lovely. Matt got his HOH room late. And when I tell y'all, I am not joking in this moment. Matt's HOH letter was from Riley. Yeah, the girl that went home week 2. Riley. Riley wrote his HOH letter. I can't make this up. What? Huh? Like, and then there were photos of Riley with Matt's mom. I'm just like, what? I'm sorry? No, Lana, I wish I was kidding. I really, honestly, and genuinely wish I was kidding. And I'm not. The letter was from Riley. You can't make this shit up. I'm so ready for this season to be over. I also, with now 2 more unanimous votes happening, I think we're on track for the season with the least dissenting votes. There have only been 3 dissenting votes the entire season. I'm just like, ugh. But I don't love the Riley. Yeah, I guess we'll get to come on here 3 times a week and bitch about it until it's over. Thank God. But yeah, I'm like, isn't that production interference? It's outside interference. Like, God, I don't even know. Not much has been happening on feeds this season, or this, not much has been happening on feeds this season, period. Not much has been happening on feeds today. We do know who is going up on the block. Matt did let both Sari and Felicia know that they were going up on the block. After Sari apparently helped Matt win the competition, Matt has doubled down on his alliance with Bowie and Jag, and the target is Felicia. It is. That is, yeah. I agree with you, Lana. That's what Grodner put both of them in this house to be a showmance. So you know what? And at the end of the day, if they're successful outside of this house, cool, love it, wonderful. The production interference on this season has just been so shitty that I'm just like, ugh. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. But all we can do is sit here and complain. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. But yeah, Sari and Felicia are going on the block. Matt, Bowie, and Jag have finally named their alliance. They're calling themselves the Mafia. Lovely for y'all to finally get around to that bullshit on day 87, but whatever. And y'all, that's it, really. I mean, this comes down to veto. I'm praying that Sari wins veto, and or Sari can somehow convince Matt to not backdoor, but to nominate Jag. I don't think it's going to happen, and I think unless Felicia wins the power of veto, I'm pretty sure we are going to see Felicia evicted next Thursday, with a final 4 then of Matt, Jag, Bowie, Jane, and Sari. So that's that. Honestly, there isn't really a whole lot else. I apologize for sounding incredibly dejected throughout this whole thing, but that's just kind of the state that we're in. It's frustrating, but It is what it is. And like I mentioned earlier, we will be back next week for our final week of regular schedule programming. We will be here Monday at 6, Wednesday at 3, and Friday at 6 to talk about week 13 in the Big Brother house, leading up to finale week. Let us know in the comments, who are you rooting for in this final 5? There's really maybe 2 people that are rootable at this point, but it is what it is. I want to thank you all so much for joining. Make sure to subscribe while you're here, because we are here every single day on the Cup TV, giving y'all reality TV content, with a lot more fun reality TV content coming very, very soon. We've got Challenge 39 on its way. We've got Survivor UK premiering this weekend, so watch out for our Survivor UK coverage. And announced today, which I am so thrilled about, and I think we will be covering for the channel, Escape the Night Season 5 was announced today and premiering next week. So I'm thrilled. I'm so excited. Stay tuned, because we've got so much more reality content on the way. And if you are a fan of drag and drag content, make sure to go check out the Cut Pod, our main channel, where we are talking all things drag programming right now. Drag Race, Dragula, La Mas Draga, all of it. And I want to thank you all so much for joining. Also, go get your Cup merch at the link in the description below, including but not limited to, obviously, the Cup mug. And with all that being said, cheers, everyone. From way, way outside the Big Brother house, I've been Logan, and this has been the Cup. Love your fuck-ass Bob. Good night, Housecasts.